How to show up for yourself and what does it truly mean? I'm Christophe and welcome to another episode of the Change Revolution channel. Showing up for yourself is probably the biggest thing that you can learn to do when you are walking this journey of coming back to who you truly are. I was inspired to do this video because, and especially lately with my clients, I've been working a lot at slowing down. And when I say slowing down, it means being present and aware at every moment, present and aware of yourself, of your surrounding, your thoughts, your emotions, and what you truly want and what you need. So slowing down is not doing things slower. It's really about showing up for yourself. But showing up for yourself when you're healing wounds that you have deep inside that you've been operating on means something very different. So you need to learn to slow down, be present and aware in order to be able to be there with and for yourself when you're healing. So the healing journey is very interesting. At first, it might be scary, but I'm telling you, once you're walking through that journey and you're seeing and experiencing the peace, the freedom that you have when you heal yourself, you'll want to do more of it. It is life-changing and it is worth every ounce of energy, money, time, everything that you're investing in yourself. It's really worth it. So let's talk about showing up for yourself. What does that mean? Showing up for yourself means many different things because it can show up in many different ways. But mainly it means that you become the most important person in your life. So you stop pushing people away or you stop clinging on to people. It's not about making others a priority anymore. It's not about arranging your schedule around other people. It's not about not verbalizing what you truly want to say because you're scared of creating chaos or you're afraid of judgment, or it's not about allowing people to run your life, to always be there and ready to go and help someone, to save someone or to please someone, either because you're scared of their judgment or to be rejected, to be abandoned. Regardless of what it is, showing up for yourself is starting to live for you. Now you can choose that intellectually, but emotionally it means big changes. And the reason why we go and people please and put others first and that we toss ourselves aside and so on and so forth is because we're looking to fill a void or to ease a wound that we have, a wound of not being chosen, not being important, of rejection, abandonment, and so on and so forth. So we're trying to get something on the outside so we feel better. And when you are on your awakening journey and you're healing yourself, it's all about giving to yourself what you are looking in others. And this was by far the most difficult thing that I had to learn. I remember spending an entire day really in pain because I wanted to be chosen and I wanted to feel important for someone. And it took every ounce of me, especially on that specific day, because I was working on showing up for myself and not seeking on the outside comfort and a relief. It's like getting your shot. It's like, oh my God, yes, just a text or just the sound of the voice, or it would ease the pain. But I was working at being there with myself and not getting that instant relief that would in the end give nothing. But it was so hard and painful. But I stayed with it. And this is the crucial part, is when you learn to give to yourself, it looks like this. you want to text, or you want to call, or you want to send an email, or you want to go and see someone, or you just want to get up and do something. You can't just sit still with yourself. You constantly have to do, or scroll. You need a distraction. This is because there's something that you're avoiding. It's something that you're trying to feel or not feel. When you start feeling the feelings without getting caught in them, now it doesn't mean that you won't cry. I'm telling you, you might bawl your eyes out. I know I did. For that entire day, it was hard, but then it got easier because I learned, I had the courage, the strength, and the discipline to stay with myself. And just being with me, recognizing that I so needed this. I wanted that comfort. I wanted that soothing. And I was staying with it, meaning, and at that moment, at that time in my life, I was sitting on my bed and crying and repeating in myself, repeating in my head at myself that I wanted the comfort, I wanted to be recognized, and I wanted to be important. And then I was saying to myself, I am here. I am here with and for you. It was my little girl that was yelling so hard and loud. And the more that I stayed with myself and I recognized and acknowledged the need, my little self calmed down. And it is really about staying still, staying put without any distraction. I had my pillow and I was crying and I was just allowing things to move. And every single day that I was seeking and chasing that feeling of wanting to be important, I would do the same. Just breathe and learn to be with myself. And with time, it became first more, the need started to space itself. The intensity started to really diminish to eventually completely disappear. And now I am in a place where I don't need or seek or chase anything or anyone. I don't need to, because I learned to give myself what I needed. And this is what is very hard to do and missing. People don't know what it means to be there and show up for yourself. So in the healing part, to show up for yourself, it's really to be there with and for yourself without creating more drama, without making things way bigger than they are. So not getting caught in the story, but more acknowledging and seeing the wound and the need and giving it what it needs, which is attention and love and tenderness. And you do that by staying with yourself without any distraction. Now, this is when you're healing, but how do you show up for yourself when you're with people around? Again, like I said at the beginning of this clip, it's about making yourself a priority. So if you don't feel like doing a certain activity, you don't have to say yes if you really don't feel like it. You don't have to please people. You can just say, you know what, let me think about it. Let me reflect on that. Or I don't want to commit right now to something. I need to see where I stand. It is okay to not say yes right away. To know it and acknowledge what you need, and it is totally fine. Your boundaries will become much clearer the moment that you know what you need and that you heal those parts of yourself that are seeking on the outside something. So if you want to be important, for sure, you're going to put yourself aside and put other people first because you want them to choose you. You want to be important for someone. So it's really about doing that inner work, showing up for yourself. In the first place, it's about healing that allows you after to create that life where you show up for yourself when you want, how you want, with who you want, and where you want. So who, what, how, when, where, all this. So you can really create that life and be really happy. It is possible. So if you're kind of on the fence and not know how you need the support to move through this phase, this healing phase, this is my expertise. So just book your free clarity call. And I don't work with everyone, so feel free. This clarity call is really to get clear on what is blocking you right now, what is stopping you from creating that life that you truly want to experience and live, and have a strategy, know exactly what to work on in order to change. And if it's a match, great. If it's not a match, you still leave with that clarity of what needs to happen. So it's a free clarity call. Book it now, and I'll see you on the other side.